As the title suggests, well, COVID finally got me. So, my voice is better today than it was last week, but yeah, no. Last Wednesday, like, I just felt like garbage, and I thought it was a head cold. I pushed through with like cough drops and Mucinex and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then my voice was gone Thursday, and then I was just feeling way worse. So I was like, okay, I need to rest. I'm exhausted. Go into a doctor on Friday because my doctor wasn't available, so I had to go see another doctor. And they're like, "Oh, you tested positive for COVID." And I was like, "Great, that's awesome." Probably would have been worse if I didn't get the shots and boosters like I did, but still, this is really not fun. Mostly not fun because of the no smell thing. Like, I don't think you realize, but like, I have an acute sense of smell. And everyone told me that I would lose it after having kids. Nope, it only heightened, which was just like way worse. Cause, but I never thought I would actually miss that. Like I'm not like on some crazy level to where I can pick out like every individual ingredient of something, but like I can smell like spices because I use spices and flavoring and things in my food because I'm not some crazy person. But I can smell like certain spices and be like, oh, that has sage, that has parsley, that has cumin, that has this or so like so I would complain about my sense of smell though, but I never thought I would miss it, but I do because I can't really smell like a few days out and like it's been a little around like almost a week now since so like my quarantine ended after 5 days, but basically like Friday, I was still kind of like I couldn't work Thursday, Friday. Like my voice was bad and it was all messed up. My voice started to come back on Friday, but it was still pretty bad. Then Saturday and Sunday was just mostly resting up and me making my kids do their own laundry, which they weren't happy about. Um, but we went over the basics again, me with my mask and just being like, I'm over here, you do that, you push that button, and they're like, okay, cool. And so they did 3 loads of their own laundry, so cool, because I did not want to do any, I was not feeling good. Um, but yeah, my sense of smell has started to come back, so I can smell something's just very little, very, very minute compared to where it used to be. Um, I'm still exhausted, really exhausted. I do not like it. It's like on a whole, I feel like before I started taking my vitamins. Like if you saw any of my other videos, like I had a health scare in 2022 around Thanksgiving and I ended up in the hospital because my body was completely tanking on vitamin D and vitamin B and it was really bad. So I had to start taking like crazy amounts of vitamins. And so now I have to take vitamins every night if I want my body to not tank again. So this exhaustion feels like pre me taking vitamins constantly. So it's really on that level. Like I was really bad. I was so lethargic and sluggish all the time. So that's how I'm feeling right now. Um and my aches, the aches in the body, like I can't even like crack my back. It's horrible. Like my back has already been kind of messed up since the car accident in 2018, but it's really I can't even like it's hard to even crack my neck. Like everything feels very stiff and I do not like that. I'm like I'm not even 38 and this is this is horrible. So aches and pains definitely. Exhaustion, but sense of smell. I'm not trying to make light of COVID. I because there it is serious, but it's now 2024 and 4 years after everything, well, technically 5 years, but still like the height of COVID, like it's become a bit more mainstream because when I saw the doctor, she didn't really she's like, okay, yeah, you test positive for COVID and yeah, this strain is it's kind of like a head cold, so that's how you're gonna treat it and just go home and you are already doing all the things that you should, always washing my hands and distancing from others like as much as I can for my kids in my house. um but I haven't been like hugging or kissing them or anything, which, well, my youngest really hates that because he's very snuggly, he's very cuddly, but Yeah, no, because I was trying to savor those moments because they grow up real quick. So, real fast. I was trying to say quick and fast at the same time. It sounded like quack coming out. But anyway, yeah. So that has been me. And yes, I cut my hair. No, I'm not going through an existential crisis or anything because of COVID. Like I do this every 1 to 2 years. It was a little bit longer. Like I had it like my hair's been like down to here, and so like I cut it like up to here, but it was a bit uneven and I didn't like it. So, because I did a rush job on Friday because it was like it got really tangled. I was like, you know what? I do this every 1 to 2 years anyway. And so over the weekend, I finally I just like trimmed it and then I like layered it a little bit. I was like, okay, it looks a little bit better than it was, but anyway, that's been me dealing with COVID like a head cold and really not liking it. um Drinking some coffee again though. Like I was doing herbal tea, but then I was like, ugh, my migraines came back and I really don't feel good. So coffee it is, and helped with migraines at least. But um yeah, other than that, not much else has been going on. I mean, I've paused in my K-drama watching after I finished my demon, because I finally started watching Demon Slayer because my friends were like, why didn't you start it back then? And I was like, I don't know. I think I was waiting. I did the same with Supernatural though. Like I started years after it started, and then was like catching up. And so I've completely caught up with what's on Netflix for now and excited that they're going to have another arc soon. So, yes. And so then I started the manga, of course, because I wanted to watch all the anime that was available, and then I was going to go and watch or read the manga. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll watch the anime and then I'll go read the manga, or sometimes I'll read the manga and then I'll watch the anime. It's There's no like specific order. I just do whichever I feel like. So this time I felt like watching um the anime first, and then I'm reading the manga right now. Reading is pretty quick for me though, so like I'm sure within the next week I'll be done. Probably less than that. I started like yesterday, and I'm already like almost chapter 30 or something like that. I think I don't remember. I'll have to look. I'm around chapter 30. That's the last number I remember. I was either almost to or just past it. So I yeah. Anyway, and there's like 200 chapters, so but I can do it. I can do it. I will say this, that I love Nezuko. I love Nezuko so much. Like I want a cosplayer. I feel like I would do a terrible job. I have this like self-consciousness when it comes to cosplay. Like I feel like if it's a certain kind of like certain haired color, like hair color or certain height or whatever, I feel like I wouldn't be able to pull it off. I'm like so self-conscious when it comes to some characters. Like for example, I love Talim from Soul Calibur. I absolutely love that character. I love playing her. I love fighter games. Like I love playing them. I can't play them as much because of my shoulder now, but like Tom was one of my favorites, but I would not cosplay her. I was so worried about cosplaying her. I thought I would not be able to pull this off. It's just like I don't look anything like her. I was feeling so bad about myself. So I was like, no, I'm not like very fit or whatever. There's no way I should. Honestly, if you want to, you should, because cosplay is there for fun. It doesn't matter if you look exactly like a character. You're enjoying that character. So I feel like I may try to do that cosplay for Nezuko, even though I don't feel like I'd pull her off, but and I don't like wearing contacts, but I would be willing to get pink contacts for her demon eyes. I would be willing to. I've got blue eyes. Like I mean, there's some cosplay that I was like, can I get away with not wearing contacts? Like I feel like Hinata I would be able to, but like Nezuko, I probably would actually be willing to wear the contacts. I don't like maybe not like prescription contacts though. I I feel more comfortable with glasses on. So I would just be like a Nezuko with glasses. I don't know. Um I will say that I do kind of feel akin to Tanjiro because of the whole nose thing, because I have like an acute sense of smell most of the time. But I identify the most with Zenitsu. Like Zenitsu is like my spirit person. when he's awake, that's like all of my anxiety. It's like all of it. That's the persona of my anxiety. And when he's sleeping, that's like my ADHD hyperfocus. It's like it's literally he just feels like my spirit person. He's obnoxious though. I'm obnoxious, but I mean, like he's obnoxious in many different ways. For now, he may grow on me a bit more as time goes on, but like just that's how I feel right now. Inosuke is hilarious. I think he's absolutely hilarious. I love him. He's so funny. Um, I can feel like Connor could probably play Inosuke. He's a wild kid. He's my chaos child for a reason. So I feel like Inosuke would be his spirit person. But not that I'm letting my kids watch this or anything. Just like I'm like personality wise, yeah, my youngest would totally be Inosuke. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. That's all that's been going on is just me kind of diving into Demon Slayer and really getting into it and looking up the cosplay and like trying to decide like, like when would I do this sort of thing? Because I don't really have the money to go to like a convention or, anything like that. I do want to take the boys to one day, but yeah, that's the cosplay that I want to do in the future. Other than that, I did do an appointment sometime before this, to add on to a tattoo. So I'll show it once I get it. I'm not going to say anything about it until then. And then I did have an appointment with a gynecologist recently because of all the other health issues I was having. So I have an upcoming appointment to do lab work to see what else is going on with me. So yeah, advocating for self, yay. Yeah, other than that, that's it. That's my update. COVID finally caught me. It's horrible, it's annoying, and mostly I've just been getting a lot of gunk out and just waiting until my nose can return to normal because I really don't like not being able to smell things. Like, I really don't like. Normally, I can smell things. Like, I can smell things across the house. Okay, like I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know. Like, I'm not quite to the level of like Tanjiro, but like, still, I don't like not having my sense of smell. It's really frustrating. Okay, so anyway, I just want to do an update. I don't know when I'll have another video. Like I had some videos planned, and then that fell by the wayside last week because of, me getting hit by this. So this is me a little bit better. There's no way I was going to do a video like last week when I was still like in the throes of like blah. But all right. Stay safe, healthy, all that, and I guess I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Hopefully when I'm doing a lot better. I'm actually really exhausted too. So yeah. All right, bye.